This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. And it's Garland in at the guard position. And for the Hornets, Williams and Zeller make up the front court. Terry Rozier is out there with Batum, and it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Now, here's Garland. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
The
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Osman kicks to Sexton. Here's Love, up and in on the layup.
Yeah, when you give up these second chance opportunities, I don't know what you expect. Kevin Love is going to find a way to get in there and make something good happen.
Now, here's Bridges, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biyombo, he's checked in for Zeller. Washington comes in for Marvin Williams. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Bridges. And it's Malik Monk in for Nicholas Batum. Sexton the pass to Love. Misses the three. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Rozier for 3. Tipped away. Passes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Shoots over Clarkson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist in at the 3 slot. So that's the Hornets 5. Now, here's Monk. And there's the pass to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, When his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
And it's the Hornets with the ball after the Cavaliers pick up 3. Here's Washington. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass to Windler. Back to Clarkson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson bringing it up to the 10.
Rozier against Clarkson. Here's Monk. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Cleveland will come the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Now Cleveland moving it up. And finished off by Porter.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Five seconds left in the second quarter. Poke loose. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cleveland ahead, up 5. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. For the Cavaliers, Kenny, some perspective, please.
They were simply the better team on the offensive end. Every time the defense made an adjustment, they would make an adjustment on offense. Winning that little cat and mouse game, they'll be difficult to beat.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, they had a hard time scoring inside. In fact, their offense was run almost exclusively along the perimeter. A lot of jumpers. It's too predictable. You got to mix it up.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did
Kawhi
last
Leonard,
year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
Tipping off the second half, here's John Beilein's 5. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. And it's Osman in at the small forward. And he makes the first.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Cleveland leading by 3.
And after winning the Eastern Conference 4 straight seasons, that streak ended for the Cavs last year.
Well, the loss of that kind of star usually launches a rebuild, and so Cleveland doing it again either through trade or free agency, trying to rebuild what this team is going to be about in the future. And now bringing in a college coach in John Beilein, you wonder if this young group can adopt that sort of collegiate mentality and bring that kind of enthusiasm to the floor.
Here's Batum, following the basket by Kevin Love. Clock at 6. Here's Rozier. That one misses. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Sexton deciding where to go with it. The floater, it's tipped, and they're able to recover. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Rozier. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Cleveland leading by 5. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Charlotte no good that time either. He got it up. He can't get it to go. The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Cavaliers shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Hernangomez. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Batum. And it's Monk in at the point. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Well, Larry Nance Jr. came into the league and a lot of talk about his dunking prowess. But really, Larry Nance Jr. knows how to play the game and is building on that potential.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yes, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Now, here's Monk. Not a lot of room. Shot from 12. The shot misses. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Back to Hernangomez. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
This is where Willie does his best work. As I say, Kevin, he's Willie good inside.
That's right, Brent. On the free throw, no good.
A second-round pick who relies on instincts and a little bit of size. Hernangomez, actually a pretty good free throw shooter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Monk. Bridges. Hernangomez trying to break free. Kidd-Gilchrist. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
He hits the first one, and that turns the lead to 6. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. So he gets them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Clarkson with the ball. He shoots again. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Batum. Monk kicks to Bridges. Back to Monk. 6 to shoot. From deep. Nance gets the rebound.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Cody Zeller's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Williams comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Rozier in for Malik Monk. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. And the Hornets call time here. They're behind by 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jordan Clarkson.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside for Batum. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
This is what you get with Kevin Love. He can slide down to play the center position, and obviously he's a great stretch force, so that's some flexibility.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 11 seconds left in the fourth. They get it back. And they go to the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Now Bridges. And again, the Hornets missing. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Tristan, congrats on the win. What was Coach's focus going into the game tonight?
Coach got after us, told us to start, we got to play defense. Just can't come in here and just let them make a score opportunity. We got to play defense and get back.
Well, it looks like you listened to him. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.